The point is that CSR is nothing but it means being in the news. Like for example, Standard Chartered was in the news for their program for visually impaired children and all that thing. So when you are doing CSR, you're in the news, and in the news being marketing again. So I think the second point feedbacks the first, that is marketing.
I have a bit of a problem because you've gone everywhere. We are really confused. Take the rural idea. I think, can you develop that a bit? Or have you developed it already?
I mean, I've thought about it. For example, like I said...
What have you thought about? Because I don't see anything which is specific there. It's just saying, you employ people, it's a part of CSR, and CSR is hogwash in this country. That's exactly what you said. CSR is equal to marketing, it is never meant to be.
Beginning with my first idea, it's an advertising and a communications idea, which basically gives us the India Connect by saying, we know India, we know you.
Your first solution that you gave was an advertising solution, which you said, we understand you. That's the most cliched campaign ever created, that we understand you. Indians will start yawning the moment you come and say, I am a foreign brand, rather than I understand India, I understand you.
The one thing I can think of is from your resume, leftover ingredients churned out, and trying to create magic. Branding is not that.
The jury visibly intrigued by those innocent ideas, but some ideas do jump out of the box.
The identification of the problem I thought was brilliant, but I'm still yet to see a big idea.
All your ideas could have come on one Sunday going out somewhere,
I'm very glad I've had my lunch, otherwise I would have eaten you up. Seriously.
The jury is impressed by the variety and novelty of ideas, but in most cases, they find a clear inability to connect the dots and capture the bigger picture.
It's a well-structured presentation, though I'm not equally kicked about the ideas.
Just by stationing something on the ground doesn't mean you start at ground level. The ground level starts with finding what is the key problem with Nissan today and what needs to be worked out.
The idea is good, but I think you could have looked at other ways of sort of building confidence, not through tutorials.
Take any particular brand and build a story around it. Otherwise, it seems like saying, yeah, distribution is required, service is required, it's a go green thing. These are all nice to hear and therefore superficial.
You've given me my 11th finger idea, my 12th finger idea, my 3rd finger idea without the backbone. But there is no weaving together. A brand manager is a sutradhar, a person who weaves intent.
Some presentations draw flack for inaccuracies and a rather casual approach.
All your ideas could have come on one Sunday going out somewhere,
I'm very glad I've had my lunch, otherwise I would have eaten you up. Seriously.
There are quite a bit of factual inaccuracies that you have. If you have done your research well, I would hear you will find a 2-hour service being offered today here. You're talking about 24 hours. It's just too much of time, 24 hours.
Amid all this battering, some students managed to engage the jury.
No one has till yet come out with a 3D newspaper. So my idea is a 3D newspaper will be given a single day in metro cities like Mumbai, Bangalore, Delhi. So by displaying the interior and the exterior features of Nissan, this will make the readers to get the feel of Nissan Tiana. The reason behind this is the people are likely to switch on to Audi A4 if compared to Nissan Tiana, because they both are lying in the same position.
I sort of got up when you said the Tiana is you're trying to get a BMW and an Audi customer. Even Nissan is not doing that. That's why they have Infinity.
So that's why they are finding a brand manager.
No, but they, well, if you can do that, it'll be fantastic. They'll have to throw away the Infinity brand, because Nissan created Infinity as a brand globally to take on BMW and Audi. Nissan sits with Honda, Skoda, Volkswagen. I mean, this is fundamental basics which you all need to know before coming over here.
Audi is giving many new features which Nissan Tiana don't have right now. Nissan Tiana has developed this model, but not to compare to Audi A4 and also to BMW 3 Series. Nissan Tiana don't provide that same features, but it takes 20 to 25 lakh.
What are the sales of the Nissan Tiana every month?
So, I don't know. So,
what are the sales of a BMW X1 every month?
BMW X1, it's 15,000 per unit, approx.
Sales?
Sales.
It's 140 units a month.
This is okay for a class presentation. I'm saying when you come for a real world, you have to understand products. You have to understand what category.
Right. You guys are going to be, in 6 months' time or 3 months' time, you will go out and start working in an organization. Yes. A little humility is not going to be bad at all. It will help you a little. Be confident, but don't be arrogant.
Basically, the concept is that you have a Nissan driving school. What exactly we do is we make the person who's actually learning the car understand what are the car features, dynamic specifications, because they know how to drive the car, but they don't know what the specifications of the car are and what does their car entail. Then car repair techniques, it was earlier discussed by one of my fellow friends. Now this could be very generic, where, for example, your friend's car breaks down and if you are there, you can help him out. And if he asks you, who taught you this? I learned it in the Nissan driving school. Indians love to travel heavy. We tend to put everything and anything that we have in the luggage. And while we go to airports, suddenly we find we put our bags on the trolley and we feel, oh, it's 26 kgs. Come on, out with 1,200 bucks. Now what this car feature would do is it has a metal panel in the dicky. So you put it with a weight display. You put your luggage and it'll show you, okay, it's above 20 kg. You need to reduce. So it's not that you're doing the reducing on the airport where it is absolutely impossible. You could do it back home, and how Nissan drives this point across is travel smart with Sunny. So you talk about smart traveling.
The other thing is on the Digi Dicky. Again, it's a very cool idea, but what you have suggested is more a product innovation than really a brand kind of marketing thing. You know, I think you've gone into now a product innovation, which I don't know whether it's part of the brief or what, but...
But what I like in that is he's linked the line of travel smart with Nissan, you know.
Nikhil, I think your digital dicky is wild thinking. I mean, it's brilliant, it's very insightful, and it may be just bells and whistles right now, but it gives a indication of what the way you think, and you will make a very interesting brand manager and not a boring one, and I think that's very important.
That's nice.
So that's a great one.